Hello everyone and welcome to Eyes to See Decodes. And my name is Chris, and today we're going to look at and decode this Ray-Ban commercial called Hey Meta, Who Eats Art? And this was a Super Bowl 59 commercial. So that ties into this as well. So let's begin. So I'm going to begin with the reasons why I decode, and for my subscribers or anyone that's watched my videos before, just please skip ahead. Anybody that's new, stick around and just, I just want to explain the reasons why I do all these decodes. For one, I like to uncover the hidden meanings in everyday media, and today we're going to be looking at a commercial, specifically one from the Super Bowl. So those ones are good targets to break down because they have a wide audience. In a world overflowing with information media, much of what we see and hear is layered with deeper, often hidden meanings. I believe that decoding these layers is essential to understanding the true messages being conveyed, whether in movies, music, news, or advertisements. This is why I dedicate my work to unraveling the symbolic and biblical meanings embedded in everyday media. The tools that I use: Chaldean and English Gematria. I utilize both Chaldean and English Gematria ciphers to uncover the numerical patterns that often hold the key to hidden messages. The ancient Chaldean system is renowned for its mystical accuracy. It's the oldest cipher that we know, and while the English Gematria connects these patterns to the languages we use every day. Forward and reverse ciphers. By applying both in forward and reverse ciphers, I explore how numbers and letters interact in different orientations, revealing how meanings can shift depending on perspectives. We're in a twin system, so we're going to use the twin English cipher. Strong's Concordance. The invaluable tool allows me to connect words and phrases to their original biblical meanings, providing a scriptural foundation for the messages I uncover. Strong's Concordance helps me trace the roots of the language and understand how these roots influences the messages in media. It's important to go back to the etymology and the biblical definitions. The Royal Society's periodic table of elements and their artwork. For those that don't know, the Royal Society of Chemistry's periodic table of elements on their website, they have artwork for every element, and it's very esoteric. The periodic table is more than just a scientific tool. It's a symbolic map of the building blocks of a reality. By decoding the elements and their artistic representations, I tap into the deeper connections between the physical world and the spiritual or symbolic messages conveyed through media. And what I reveal: through decoding, I expose the hidden symbolic and biblical meanings that are often disguised within everyday media. These messages can guide, warn, or influence us in subtle ways. By revealing them, I hope to empower my audience to see beyond the surface, to recognize the patterns and symbols that shape our perceptions, and to understand the deeper truths that are being communicated. Knowledge is power. Why it matters: in a time when media is more pervasive and influential than ever, understanding these hidden messages is crucial. Decoding helps us to regain control over the information we consume, allowing us to make informed decisions and understand the spiritual and symbolic forces at play in our world. It's not just about uncovering secrets, it's about empowering ourselves with knowledge as well as wisdom and understanding for the greater narrative of our existence. So I'm going to start with John 1:1 in the Bible. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was with God. And this word breaks back all the way back to Yahuwah. So this word is the Greek word 3056, which is the word logos, and that is the word, and that means something said, including the thought, by implication a topic, a subject of discourse, also reasoning, the mental faculty, or motive. By extension, a computation. So, and what is a computation? Well, the computation is the act or action of computing, a calculation, the use of operation of a computer. So that's why the numbers work, and that's why the gematria is important, especially with the article in John. So it's otherwise known as the divine expression that is Christ. In other words, Christ. So these are the methods of decoding. These are the ciphers. So here's the Chaldean cipher. It's based on the numbers 1 to 8. It's based on the phonetics of the letters itself, so the sounds of the letters, and it's grouped them up by sound and then given it and assigned a number. And then when we say these words in English, it produces a sound frequency, and we're just calculating the sum of that sound frequency, and it pairs very well with the periodic table of elements. It also pairs well with the English ciphers, forward and reverse. So these are like a mirror image of each other. A is 1 here, and A is 26 here in the reverse. This is the Strong's Concordance. For those that don't know it, this is all the words in the Bible, both the Old Testament and the New Testament, indexed by number. It was done in the 1800s by Strong. You can look it up. And here we see how these two ciphers play off each other. So here's Jesus Christ. It sums to 151 in the English forward cipher here, and it sums to 36 in the Chaldean cipher here. And 151 is the 36 prime. So you can see how these numbers play off each other within the ciphers. All right, so we're going to start with a little education on the pagan Celtic festival called Beltane, because that's kind of where our story starts today. The Beltane, the pagan fire festival. Beltane is an ancient Celtic festival traditionally celebrated on May the 1st, May Day, marking the midpoint between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. It is one of the 4 major Gaelic seasonal festivals alongside Samhain, which is otherwise known as Halloween, Imbolc, which is February 1st, and this one's tough for me to say, Lughnasadh, which is on August 1st. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. So the 13 days of ritual are a countdown to a manifestation. So these are chats I got in with ChatGPT, and these are the answers that ChatGPT was giving me in regards to Beltane. So this is ChatGPT's information. So the April 19th to May 1st period, so those are the 13 days, is seen as a time of ritualistic sacrifice, destruction, and invocation of dark forces leading up to Beltane, which is May 1st, May Day, which is the high point of manifestation. So this is all manifestation rituals, is trying to make something happen in occult calendars, is witchcraft. So the events and the sacrifices leading up to May 1st fuel the desired result. So we can look at whatever events are leading up to May 1st, and potentially in connection with these worldwide Beltane rituals. The Illuminati, this is ChatGPT telling us this, the Illuminati, Freemasons, and elite occult groups historically acknowledge and utilize this period. This is not just ancient history. Many modern false flag events, bombings, and political shifts happen in this window, and we'll show some examples of that here today. So in Gematria, the word Beltane sums to 130 in reverse English, matching Who Eats Art, which is the name of this commercial, in 130, and Eat of the Apple, which is the theme today of the forbidden fruit. So that's pretty interesting there. This is an image I found of what's called maypole, and the maypole, which is wrapped in ribbons, is a later European tradition, which is often also associated with Beltane. The maypole represents the phallus, so the pole in the middle represents the phallus, and the ceremonies symbolize the living flame of Baal. And now think of a banana as a phallus, because we're going to see the theme of the banana today. There's 13 ribbons around this pole. 13 is 31 in Chaldean, matching drag show, and that's also a big theme of our Decode today. Maypole is 102 in English reverse. 102 on the periodic table is Nobilium and has the artwork for spirit falling into matter. Evil Twin is 102 in reverse. Witches is 102 in reverse, and Solstice is 102 in English here, all matching the concept of Maypole and Beltane. So in 2023, there was a massive incident in Yemen that killed over 100 people. In Yemen, at least 79 people were killed in a stampede and over 100 injured on Wednesday, April 19th evening at Ramadan charity event in the capital, Sana'a. Witnesses told the Associated Press the crowd crush began after armed Houthis fired into the air to control the crowd, striking electrical equipment and causing it to explode. 2 men who organized the event have been arrested, and an investigation is underway. And this event happened on April 19th, 2023, reported on April 20th, 2023. April 20th is also 420. The number 42 is represented there. It's also, think of Hitler's birthday is on April 20th as well. Here's the image I found on the internet for the deadly crowd crush in Yemen, where it says it was killed over more than 80 people. And then just a quick search. I was looking for this event here because I know of these events. So sometimes we don't always hear them in our Western press, but these are generally worldwide events in regards to some of these Illuminati, like ChatGPT says, worldwide rituals, Beltane rituals. So here, take a look. This is on April 19th. This is the Nova Scotia massacre on April 9th. That was of 2020. The Waco massacre. So in Canada, this May 1st event, this Nova Scotia massacre, and on May 1st, the Prime Minister Trudeau announced going after the firearms registry, the gun banning, which is going on here in Canada. The Waco massacre on April 19th, 1993. That was very, very tragic. The Oklahoma City bombings on April 19th. Both of these, this was a major fire that killed the Branch Davidians, and there was a lot of women and children that died in that. The Oklahoma City bombings on April 19th, again, a lot of innocent lives. The American Revolution begins on April 19th in 1775. The Warsaw Ghetto Uprising in World War II, April 19th, 1943. The attempted assassination of Pope John II, April 19th, 1981. And the Boston Marathon bombings happened on April 15th of 2013. Or I think I should say 19th, I believe. But okay. And then I found this, just doing a bit of research. Here's an open invitation that I found just through Google. This was an open invitation for a Beltane open ritual on May 1st of 2023, or April 20th of 2023. Sorry, it says here Thursday, April 27th of April 2023, and it's in. See where it says Aphrodite and Venus. That's who the goddess that they're going to be worshiping in this open Beltane ritual. Here's sort of the directions there and how to register. It's sort of like an advertisement, and I thought it was funny. But I noticed the PF on the logo, and I see the letters as numbers. So that's 16/6. So that's a 166. I just know 166 is Lucifer's number. I thought that was kind of neat. All right, let's move on here. So remember this. This happened of April 19th of 2023 and May 1st of 2023. So on May 1st, this article was posted and published by New York Post. The event, I think, believed happened on April 27th, but the article came out on May 1st. So, which is Maypole Day, which is the phallus day. And here's the headline. It says, banana artwork worth $120,000 eaten by hungry, in quotations, visitor at South Korean museum. And when headlines use these quotations around a specific word or around some specific words, that's code words. It's always code words. And you can go to Gematria and try and decode it. The word hungry is 93 in English. And 93 is a very deep occult number, 93 million miles to the sun. Jesus arrives in the Bible at the 930th chapter, ignoring the zero. That's the number 93. Is the arrival of the sun in the Bible, which matches the 93 million miles to the sun in the sky. And 93 was big in Thelema, which is a sort of, I would say, the religion of the elites or the occult. And the number 93 is a cornerstone of Aleister Crowley's Thelema. It has deep ties into the Ordo Templi Orientis and Hermetic traditions, which is where we're going to get into the Hermes, the male-female concept, which is a part of the religion of the occult. So that's a big number. It stands out whenever you see the number 93. And then specifically from May 1st, 2023, the date of this article, specifically, exactly, it matches 93 weeks to Super Bowl 59. And Super Bowl 59 is 51 in Chaldean, matching No Hyun Soo, who's the gentleman seen here eating the banana. So here's what the article says. It was low-hanging fruit, an art installation that featured a ripe banana taped to a wall at a Seoul art museum was devoured by a college student who defended himself by saying he was hungry after skipping breakfast. The iconic artwork, titled Comedian, because they're all laughing at us here, by Italian artist Maurizio Catalan, was on display as part of an exhibition called We, at the Liam Museum of Art, which specializes in traditional Korean art and contemporary art. On Thursday, No Hyun-soo, which is 51, matching Super Bowl 59, a student at Seoul National University, was visiting the art showcase when he apparently got a hankering for the famous potassium-rich snack. No's impromptu feast lasted more than a minute and was caught on video, which showed the student unceremoniously peeling the artwork and enjoying his healthy treat previously valued at $120,000. After snacking on the forbidden fruit, which is going to be a major theme in this decode, the ravenous museum goer reattached the peel to the wall using the artist's duct tape and calmly walked away. I'm going to post the link for this in my description box below, and I believe you can find the video. It's on Instagram, I think, and this video I think was captured on April 27th, which is in the 13 days leading up to Beltane, but this article was published directly on Beltane on May 1st. And Super Bowl 59 is 148 in reverse English, matching the phallus, the maypole on May 1st, the banana, and See the Truth is 148. So the article continues here. It says, asked by museum officials why he wolfed down the edible artwork, the student reportedly said he had missed breakfast and was hungry. Just a ridiculous excuse, according to the BBC News. In a subsequent interview with the local news outlet KBS, No argued that damaging a work of modern art could also be artwork. Isn't it taped there to be eaten? No said. So there's the concept of the Garden of Eden and the forbidden fruit. They're just making a play on that. And then who eats art is 38 in Chaldean, matching the flesh. And you can see here that he tapes the banana back up. And now it's just an empty shell, a peel, shell, or husk, because the inside was eaten. And that's just a representation of the Kalipot system here in Jewish theology here. So this is the Kalipot. I've explained this before in my previous decodes. This is the 11-pointed star with the Star of David and a 5-pointed star within it. This is right from the Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn. The Statue of Liberty is on an 11-pointed star. And what it represents is the two coming into one. Two into one in the flesh is what this is representing. And if we don't rectify our angel energy in the middle, if we don't convert up, we get two down, is what this is saying. So so here we go. So the Kalipoth is 92 in reverse English, matching drag queen and double camp. Double camp is a reference to Genesis, the double camp. Which is our twin system. Okay, so 152 is comedian, which is the title of the artwork. That matches that matches color purple, which is the mix of red and blue. The female and the male mixed together make the color purple. Hey Inanna is 152. That's the goddess that is worshipped here. Self-fertilize is 152. That means virgin birth. Parthenogenesis, which is how the system in Genesis 1:27 has been started. My evil twin is 152. Comedian in English ordinal is 64, and that matches eat of the apple in Chaldean, flesh body prison, hidden knowledge, hidden in plain sight, all the world's a stage, God of this world, queen of heaven, crowned serpent, and that is who the God of this world is, the God. And 64 here just maps to match gadolinium on the periodic table, the GD element, and a lot of people spell the word God with a hyphen in the middle for the GD. They don't want to spell it. And here is the artwork provided by the Royal Society of Chemistry, the God of this world, the prince of the power of the airwaves, the television, the mind control. Okay? I'm just going to get some coffee in a second. All right, so let's break down who made the art. His name is Maurizio Catalan. So the root meaning of the name Maurizio means dark-skinned or muir. And the root meaning of the name Catalan, this is from the Google AI here, it says it's chiefs of battle. So dark chiefs of battle. And I thought it was interesting because this is going to be a Ray-Ban commercial, and that Ray-Ban to me means the darkness, which is the darkness is our flesh body. It shades the light within us. So Ray-Ban, which is Ray is the word for light, Ra, Ray-Ban, and ban just means to prohibit an action or forbid the use of something. So Ray-Ban, the darkness. So here is Mr. Maurizio Catalan, an image I found of him on the Google, and here he is with his red face painted, and under the suit of his red face here, he's showing the death, because they're killing the red is what they're doing. They're killing the atom energy. The blue is encompassing the red. Okay. And then here is the pink and blue, which is the transgender flag here. This is the transgender flag. So Maurizio Catalan is 188 in English, matching the snake in the garden, matching legendary serpent, matching Satan on earth in reverse, matching pink and blue here at 188. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to put the description down below, but for everyone to pause the video, this is only a 30-second commercial. I'll put the link down below, click on it, watch this commercial. This commercial was made for Super Bowl 59. This was Super Bowl 59 commercial. It was published a couple days before Super Bowl 59, but this was a Super Bowl commercial. So have a look at it and then come back and we'll decode this. It gets pretty good. All right, welcome back. So this is Hey Meta, Who Eats Art. This is the Super Bowl commercial. So Hey Meta, Who Eats Art is 63 in Chaldean, matching Yoni, which is a hand sign we're going to see in this commercial in a couple slides. And the word trans is 63 in English reverse. In forward English, Who Eats, Hey Meta, Who Eats Art, the title here is 207 in English ordinal, matching Woman Riding the Beast, and the drag race is 207. And when you watch the commercial, they tell you that the value of this artwork, and so we saw in the New York Post article it was 120,000, but now it's worth 6.2 million. Just happens to be 6.2, and 62 is a major number to the concept of Queen Elizabeth. All of her rituals were done with numerical values of 62. If you even go look to Wikipedia, I think her when she was coronated and everything, her jubilee, it's all 62. And 62 is also Madonna. It's a major number associated with the female goddess. So here we go. This is worth $6.2 million. In numerology, we can ignore the periods and just look at the number. All right, let's check this out. So then we see here Chris Pratt quickly walks in front of this square, this box, and the box is showing his reflection, which he encompasses like almost right away. I had to really slow this down and capture this image. And you can see here this this sentence above. It's not in English. I looked it up. It translates both through the Latin and into Italian. So here's the Italian. They're both meant the same thing in Latin and Italian, but in Italian it just translated better. So it says "Chi di voi è quello vero," which is which of you is the real one. So it's referencing the twin system, that there's a dualistic component going on here, even within the box, which is her system, the box, the black box, and we're twins within it. And they're referencing which one is the true self. And so they're showing the duality here. And that duality is biblical. It goes back to the definition of pneuma, which is the definition of spirit in the Bible. And pneuma is defined as a spirit or ghost. It's a current of air, a breath or a blast or a breeze, by analogy or figuratively, a spirit, which is the human rational soul. By implication or vital principle or a mental disposition, etc. So, or we can understand it as superhuman, angel, demon, one up, one down. Superhuman, life and death, because we are light beings trapped within our flesh, which is the demon flesh body. And then once we get converted in Christ, which is Jesus' purpose was to make one new man from the two, we convert and we make our two eyes single in Christ, and that becomes, and we get the Holy Spirit as divine God's Christ Spirit, and that's capital S Spirit in the Bible. So when you see lowercase s, it's referencing the superhuman angel demon, the breath or the blast, which is our vital principle, our soul, or it converted in Christ, which is the Holy Spirit, capital S Spirit, pneuma. So if you understand the angel demon concept, you can understand the twin system, and that's what they're referencing here. And they're saying they're mocking us. Which one is the real one? So superhuman angel demon is 88 in Chaldean. The 88 is time travel in Back to the Future. It's the infinity. Purple here is 88 in English. And Chi di voix equilovero is 226 in English, matching superhuman angel demon as well at 226, matching spirit into matter at 226. And interesting here, look at superhuman angel demon is 88 and 226 in English and ordinal, and that matches the periodic table here at Ra, which is the ray, the light, at 88 and 226. And you can see here the artwork is the light trapped in time in the green box in the matrix. All right, so just a quick breakdown. Everybody in this video is trans. I know that's going to be hard for some people to comprehend or get their minds around, but I would encourage everyone, this girl here on Facebook, Alyssa Lee, go check out her work. She's been breaking this concept down. Some excellent videos. Deserves some love and some following. She's also from Canada, so I would go give her some following and check out her videos. It'll help explain what I'm going to say here. So Chris Hemsworth here, he's a trans. He's a female to male, and that's in my opinion. Can't prove that 100%, but here's why I believe it's my opinion. You can see here, this is the female body. Male skeletons and female skeletons are different, and it's based on their pelvis. This is the, from my understanding, this is the this is the gold standard for determining male female. So the female pelvis, it creates this indent above the belly button, and this happens at birth and can't be changed. Everything else can be changed through testosterone hormone replacement, especially if they get it pre-puberty blockers. It changes the voice, beard, everything's, but the skeleton remains the same. So you have to look through the costume, let's say, which is our flesh body, and just look at the skeleton, and you can see that it's a female skeleton. And same with Chris Pratt, he's got the exact same indentations above the belly button, and that's not a male body. The other way of, also, it's not 100% from my research, but another way of determining is through the hands. Male hands typically have the index, the ring finger is higher or bigger than the index finger, and female hands, the ring finger is bigger than the index, or smaller than, female hands have a smaller or equal ring finger to the index finger. So here is Kris Jenner's fingers, and as you can see, the ring finger is quite larger than the index finger on both her hands, and I drew a line just going across the top of the index finger to show how her ring fingers are bigger than the index fingers. In my opinion, she's not the only person in that family that's transgendered. So it's a family of transgenders, and they've been rumored to be dabbling in witchcraft. If you're interested in researching that, you're welcome to. So what you're looking at is witchcraft, transgenderism, and that's what this commercial is going to be. It's showing us that. So drag queen is 32 in Chaldean. Mirror image is 32 in Chaldean. Pink and blue, which makes purple, which is the colors of the trans flag, is 32. 32 is Chaldean, is also purple is 32 in Chaldean, matching Eve being at 32, matching the Virgin at 32, and matching original sin at 32. And when we look at the word transgender, we see here that it equals 125 in English, matching inversion, bloodsucker, to pierce, which is the definition of female out of Genesis 1:27, the darkness, 125 as well, dancers, this is all referencing the host body. The darkness is the flesh body, dancers is our flesh body from Elohim's host. Okay. So the scene moves on, and we see here Chris Hemsworth. is eating a banana, and in the hallway behind him, in the cube, in the box, we see here, it almost looks like an eyeball, but it also is an 8-pointed star. You can see the 8-pointed star, which is the star of Ishtar, who I'm going to show you. Ishtar and Inanna are one and the same. Here's the 8-pointed star. This star is also a representation of Polaris. So this is, in my opinion, this is Lucifer rising above the stars of El and trying to take this image and replace it with Polaris, which is, in my opinion, the masculine. So the star of Ishtar is 218 in English reverse, matching the original sin, matching flesh body prison and destroyer of worlds. And the star of Ishtar in Chaldean is 55. 55 in English is Satan. 55 is tied to the concept of Satan. Maurizio Catalan, which is the artist who made the banana on the wall with the duct tape. Self-fertilize is 55. That's virgin birth, parthenogenesis. Lucifer's number is 55, which is 55 is Satan in English. And subtle serpent is 55. So here is the star of Ishtar, which is Inanna, and then on the back of the wall you can see the blue represents Cain, encompassing the red in the middle, which is Adam, the Adam bloodline, which is what this is about. So here's Inanna. This is from ChatGPT, which is the ancient Sumerian goddess of love, war, fertility, and transformation. Holds deep significance in the trans and non-binary communities due to her mythology's themes of gender fluidity and self-reinvention. Inanna is often described as both male and female, and her gala priests, think of a celebrity gala, her gala priests, third gender individuals and gender non-conforming figures, performed sacred rituals in her honor. Her descent into the underworld, where she is stripped of her former identity and reborn, serves as a powerful metaphor for gender transition and personal transformation. As a protector of outcasts, she has become a modern symbol of gender liberation and defiance against societal norms. Many see her as a divine force, validating self-discovery, fluid identity, and personal rebirth, making her an important archetype in today's spiritual discourse on gender. Okay, so this is the divine feminine and the queen of heaven according to ChatGPT. So just linking it all together, this is Inanna / Ishtar, who is explicitly called the queen of heaven in Mesopotamian mythology, and her worship continued into later cultures. Semiramis, which is Nimrod's wife, according to legend, was a queen of Babylon, who was later defiled and associated with Ishtar. And the title Queen of Heaven later became linked to other female deities, including the Black Madonna, Mary in Catholic traditions, the Virgin, and Diana. And the Black Madonna, I showed that in my previous decode, was tattooed on the back of P. Diddy. And that's that's what they're worshiping here, right? And we're warned about this in the Bible. Jeremiah 44:25, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths and fulfilled with your hands, saying, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Ye will surely accomplish your vows and surely perform your vows. All right. So it's warning us. So this is who the Queen of Heaven is. It's Inanna, Ishtar, Semiramis, Queen of Heaven, Mary, Diana, and Black Madonna. It's all one thing. And this is who you're going to see. This is this whole commercial is in honor of this deity here. Semiramis is 137 in English reverse. 137 is a special number. It's the 33rd prime number. 33 is a master number. So always pay attention to things that are attached to it. Gadriel is 137, and for those that don't know, Gadriel was one of the 200 Watchers. Gadriel was one of the fallen angels who followed Shemihaza or Samyaza. This is off ChatGPT here. The leader of the Watchers in rebellion against God. The deceiver, the Book of Enoch states that Gadriel led Eve astray, suggesting a role in the fall of mankind similar to the serpent in Genesis 3. He's the teacher of warfare and sorcery. He is credited with teaching humans the art of warfare, weapon making, and deadly strikes, which brought violence and bloodshed to the earth. So that's Gadriel, matching at 137 with Semiramis. Incognito, because it's all in hiding. Dancing, which is tied to the concept of dancers and the host body system. Charmed. Temptation is 137. The Lost Boys, 137. Terminator, 137. Mind Control, 137. Double Dragons. Church of Satan is 137, and Santa Muerte is 137, which is who Semiramis is. This is Santa Muerte, the logo of it, or the icon of it, which is just the goddess of death, represented through the Virgin. And this is worshipped a lot in the country of Mexico through the Mexican cartels. So in this scene, this is right after both Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt rifle through the fridge looking for their lost phallus, the banana, and they can't find it. And all that's in the fridge is all of this greenery and vegetation. Chris here, he's flashing this hand sign here, and that's what we call the yoni hand sign. And yoni is just another representation here of Inanna. You'll see here, so according to Wikipedia, yoni is the representation of the Hindu goddess Shakti. And I asked ChatGPT if Shakti was just another representation of Inanna, and it says yes. Shakti can be considered a conceptual parallel to Inanna, though they originate from different cultural and religious frameworks. Shakti is a Hindu concept representing divine feminine energy, the creative force of the universe. She manifests in various goddesses such as Kali, Durga, Parvati, and Lakshmi. Inanna, later Ishtar, is the Sumerian Akkadian goddess of love, war, fertility, and transformation, a powerful female force embodying creation and destruction. And so they're looking through this fridge, and they just find the greenery, and that to me is a reference to 1 Corinthians 2:14, where it says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned." And that word natural man is tied to the Greek word 5449, and it's defined here. The natural man is Greek word 5591. It's defined as the animate body. However, the word is rooted in Greek word 5449, which means growth by germination or expansion. So it's Mother Nature's body. It's the human host body, the flesh. So they're looking through this fridge. All they find is the flesh, and then behind their heads is true, and true in Gematria is 88, matching purple at 88, and superhuman angel demon here at 88, the infinity, the double infinity. So just to show the mirroring that's going on here, and just to sort of understand, according to Isaiah, so 45:7, it says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all those things." There's this twinning going on. We have to understand that it's the Lord makes both good and evil, and we have to reconcile that. And it's funny how you can see the numbers show us this. El, the Almighty God, in English, like, matches the Queen of Heaven perfectly in 14 different ciphers, and I just show that above, right? So we have to understand it's one and the same. And God here is 14, Yoni is 14, Satan is 14, and Meta, which is the Ray-Ban glasses connect to Meta, which is 14. And Yoni here is 45 as well in English reverse. And 45 is a concept tied to Pandora's box. And Pandora's box we see here breaks down as the game of life, the twin female system, the drag show, spirit and matter, mind control, the killer in me, the evil twin, the demon inside us is 45, and double cross is 45. And the double cross concept we see here when we look at the Vatican from satellite imagery on Google Maps. We can see the double cross imagery within St. Peter's Basilica here, and the keyhole with the cross. I've gone over this in my previous decodes, and this is given to us by, a lot of this work has been given to us by Mr. Jonathan Kleck. So here is a good image representation of how the twin system kind of works. You can see here, if you just look down here, you'll see a male image from the side. The nose is here, the eyes are here. He's got a mustache, his hair here, and if this helps to look at the shoulder is here with an arm. But this is just an illusion. This is an illusion because it's just a reflection of this reality above, and the reality above is this upright female figure in the mirror. And you can sort of see this twin system, and it's about when we turn down to up and we see the complete picture, we start understanding everything. But when we're in the system, we only have the one understanding. We only have this one image. We don't see the whole system happening around us. So you got to look at the duality of everything to get the complete picture. All right. Okay, so the next scene, it flips over. You can still see Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth standing in front of the fridges, and then she's gonna say here. She says, "Hey Meta, call my lawyer." So "Hey Meta, call my lawyer" is a 227 in English. 227 is an interesting number. 22 divided by 7 is pi. So we can symbolically look at this number as another representation of pi. It's a very powerful number. And it matches superhuman angel demon at 227, which keeps coming up. Choking on your alibis at 227. Little children 227. The Hunger Games, the Golden Goose, forbidden fruit, the eating of this banana. The temple of God, which is our bodies here. I am the Son of God and the light of this world are 227. And it's interesting because here's the flesh body system in front of these fridge, and then they show you the light body here just beside it, and all they have to do is turn and look, and they'll see their light body, and they have the 7 candlesticks on this statue here. They're presenting this as some part of art, but if they just turn and look at this light body, the 7 candlesticks on this body, they would have a connection to Revelation 1:12, and it says, "And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks." And the word "turned" here is the Greek word 1994, and that means to revert literally or figuratively or morally, to come again. It means to convert, to be turned about, to look in the opposite direction. So if they just look in the opposite direction, they'll see the 7 golden candlesticks. And 7 golden candlesticks just happens to be 88 in Chaldean, matching superhuman angel demon, true, and the color purple, the mix of the red and the blue. And this is Revelation 1:12. The number 112 is connected to I am Venus, right? Just Inanna, another representation of Inanna, who is the Leviathan, the Virgin, and worshipped by Catholicism. The Jesuits here in the Catholic Church have say they operate in 112 countries. Let that sink in. All right, this is the final. This is going to be the final scene there of the commercial, and you can see here they're telling you that this is a Ray-Ban commercial, and they're promoting Meta, Facebook Meta, and that these glasses here start at $299. And $299, in my opinion, if you're going into Meta, you're doing that with your own free will, and it's a trap. $299 here says blameless, without blemish, faultless, because they have to put everything in front of us to clear their karma. And we use our free will to put ourselves in these situations. We got into the system from free will, we got to get out of it from free will. And free will is what unconditional love is. And the free will is at 126. Goddess Inanna is at 126. Pink and blue is 126. Reflections, the mirror image, 126. My prison suit, my host body, is at 126. And Meta here, Meta is 39. 39 is Lucifer in Hebrew, the mirror image of 93, just like the 93 weeks that New York Post posted the article to Super Bowl 59 for this Ray-Ban Meta commercial about transgenderism, in your face, hidden, can't see it. Transgender is 39, matching Lucifer. The adversary is 39, the darkness, our flesh body. The black box is 39, angel in the box, who's stuck in the box, in the man trap, in the time loop, the 88. I Got You Babe, which is the song sung every morning in the Groundhog Day. Check out my decode, is 39. And here's Ray-Ban, which is the company advertising these glasses. Ray-Ban is 101, which is an interesting number in reverse English, matching gender bender at 101 in English. And I'm going to leave you with this final verse, Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues." And thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching my video and subscribing. And I look forward to the next one. Praise Yah, and we'll see you later. Take care.